What the hell is going on? I've got all the right numbers in the right boxes, it's perfect. So why the fuck isn't this thing stopping?
Its narration will start in 60 seconds.
Wait, of course. That's what the numbers that showed up after the puzzle mean. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8. Snake, Clover, me, 7 and Lotus. Then, door 9. No, that's it. That number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number.
脱出するための出口は船内のどこかに隠されている。探したまえ、9と書かれた扉がそれだ。
Holy shit. Of course. Then we just have to put the right number into the red and...
Its narration will start in 30 seconds.
急げ！あの扉へ向かうんだ！走れ！
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Don't have much time. Man, I sure hope they can trust me on this one or we are all fucked. Alright, no time to explain, just go.
早くしろ！レッドに認証を！
認証って
誰が？
どの組み合わせで？
全員だよ！ここにいる全員で認証するんだ！
どうして？
説明なら後でしてやる！だから早く！
Hurry, 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 hurry.
Its narration will start in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been shut down.
Oh, thank fucking Christ. No, no time to be happy. Time to go.
急げ！早くしないと扉が閉まっちまうぞ！さあ、早く！
Come on, guys, move it. Okay, they're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. And there goes the door. No, don't calm down yet. You're not done. We've still got to find the dead. Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap, but...
Akane! Akane! 聞こえるか, Akane!
I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel. But nothing. The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
I cried his name, even though my voice was almost gone, from screaming, and leapt into his arms. I buried my face in his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Its beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what had seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever. But I couldn't. The moment I passed through the door, my bracelets had begun the countdown to death. I leapt away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get to and scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hongo had dropped on the scanner panel. That was it. I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective who we'd call 7 in 9 years and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open.
とにかく行こう。本郷のやつが追ってくるかもしれない。
So we just changed time, if you're wondering. Howie was right, it was time we got moving. The mention of Hongo seemed to jar 7 and Snake out of their surprise and they nodded. We took off running up the spiralling stairs to freedom. Time for more running. But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Huh? Is 7 talking?
なあ、順平、一つ聞きたいことがあるんだがいいか。
なんだ。
さっきの9の扉の件についてだ。あれ、なんで開いたんだ。
そうよね。私たちは5人全員でレッドの2章を行った。2たす4たす5たす7たす8は26。だから数字根は8になるはず。なのにどうして9の扉が開いたのかしら。
意外だなヤシロ。お前ならとっくに気づいてると思ってたんだが。
どうして？
だって進数について教えてくれたのはお前じゃないか。
進数？
そうだ。2進数で使われる数字は何と何だ。
0と1ね。
10進数だわ。
0から9までだろ。
じゃあ16進数だとどうなる。
0から F までになるわ。9の次は A になってさらに BCDEF と続いていく。
そうだな。つまり16進数の A は10進数の10を表していることになる。 B は11、 C は12、 D は13。
Great time for another maths lecture here.
それが一体何だってんだ。
だからそういうことだよ。これをずっと先まで続けていったらどうなる。ただし16進数ではなく27進数で考えてほしい。
27進数？
そうだ。
だったら16になっても桁は上がらないから、そのまま順番に一つずつ数を増やしていけばいいってことになるわ。E は14、F は15、G は16。
H は17、I は18、J は19。
K は20、L は21、M は22。
So I'm just deleting my walkthrough.
N は23、O は24、B は25。
じゃあその次は。
9は
26。
ってことは
あの扉に書かれていたのは数字の9ではなく、
アルファベットの9だったってことか。
I still remember when I saw this for the first time. I was like, really?
まあそういうことだ。別の言い方をすると、10進数の9ではなく27進数の9だったとも言えるけどな。
Time for more running. God, my thighs are killing me. I swear any moment now I'm going to tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell of my body is dying for air. Damn, every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are going to burst. Maybe just a short rest. No, can't stop, don't have time. Come on, legs, there can't be many more of these steps left. Let's run. Run like a bullet down a rifle barrel. Like a tornado cutting through a sea of clouds. I feel like we're running along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally. God. It's fucking loud. Jesus, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together, you're almost there.
よし、開くぞ。
いよいよだね。
頼んだよ、淳平君。
Sure, you look like a big heavy door, but you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. But even more important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane. You're gonna open, and you're gonna open now. Fucking weird ass frame rate. Over to Akane vision. I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Aoi's. Isn't that like green? He gave it a small, reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace. And not only because my brother and I were back together again, thanks to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped were finally able to escape from the gigantic. On the distant horizon we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. Its last cry echoed out across the ocean, and then it was gone.
終わったな。
Aoi whispered. Yeah. It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? No, that was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. Yes, finally, air. Ah. Damn, that sun is bright. I can barely see anything. I got to admit, this doesn't look quite like... Wait.
嘘だろ。
You have got to be shitting me.
そんな。
まさか。
We're on the moon! No, wait, sorry, that's the next one.
ここは
They are in the desert. There was never any boat.
まだ砂漠に建造された。
Yeah.
模 擬実験棟。
9とだったんだ。
Sure enough, that's a desert out there with mountains all around it. Hello there, son. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh. Did I just hear something fall? Right, our bracelets. I guess I've never really got a good look at the underside of one of these. Let's see what's inside you. Just a little electronic chip, like in an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. There was never a detonator to begin with. Figures.
あかね。
俊平君。
Heh. Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. What frame rate was that? Jesus Christ, this game. Seen the credits multiple times now. Hang on. Ah.
大丈夫ですか？
何言ってんだよ。このぐらいへっちゃらさ。
本当に？
ああ。
でも全然そんな風には見えないんですけど。
It was just before the end of elementary school. Junpei and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill looking down as the sun slowly set.
だったらどんな風に見えるんだよ。
He was half serious and half joking. See, the thing is, I actually genuinely like this game. I just think it treats you like an idiot, and then it also throws out random concepts so quickly without explaining them. The twist is good. The twist is good. But, like, I don't know if it's the translation, that's the thing. Because there is a difference between the text we're reading and the audio that they've recorded. But even then, the audio is new to this version. I thought about it for a minute first.
そうですね。たこ焼き星人にたこ焼きビームを浴びせられて全身がくまなくたこ焼きみたいになっちゃった人
Too scared to click.
に見えます。
なんだよそれ。
Junpei grinned and...
ほら、やっぱり大丈夫じゃないでしょ。無茶するからですよ。5人の中学生を相手に向かっていくなんてどうかしてます。
んなこと言ったってしょうがないだろう。あのまま放っておくわけにはいかなかったし。
Look at the Nevada desert go past. For an SUV, this thing has a pretty smooth ride. Sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building, keys in the ignition and gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in and now here we are, screaming across the desert. Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I are all squeezed into the back seat here. I still can't believe we let her drive.
やっほーい、楽しい。こんな何もないところを突っ走ることができるなんてもう最高。
おい四つ葉、あんまり荒っぽい運転しないでもらえるかな。ちょっと車がふらつくだけで圧死しそうになる。
うるせえ、好きででかくなったわけじゃねえんだよ。我慢しろい。
セブンが運転すればいいじゃないか。
俺は警察官だ。大を犯すわけにはいかねえ。
国際免許持ってないんだってさ。
じゃあせめて助手席に。
却下よ。この席は死んでも譲らないわ。それから四つ葉、アクセルも緩めなくていいからね。あの二人、サンタと紫を乗せた車はこの轍の先を走ってるはず。
車が止められてたところのすぐ脇に若いタイヤ痕があったからな。間違いないだろ。
急がないと二人に追いつけなくなっちゃうわ。だから
了解。
Oh shit. God damn it, she doesn't have to drive so fast. Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. We're sure throwing up a lot of dust. It was a couple of hours after we'd run into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline. The moment we saw what they were doing, Junpei ran up to them furious.
おい、何やってるんだ、やめろ。
Then he jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
大変です。おまわりさん、来てください。
The policeman and I headed back to the hill. All we found was Junpei, sprawled on the ground with the face covered in a big swelling lump.
途中で逃げられなかったんですか？
I asked him. He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth where a tooth had fallen out.
いや、逃げられたよ。
じゃあどうして？
逃げたくなかったんだ。全員ぶっ飛ばしてやらないと気が済まなかった。
子猫のことが許せなかったから？
それもあるけど、1学期の終業式の件、あいつらの仕業だったみたいなんだ。
それってもしかして？
ああ、例のウサギたちのことだよ。
He plucked some grass from the ground and tossed it into the wind.
小学校の名前聞かれたから答えたんだ。そしたら、あのウサギたちみたいにしてやるよって。俺、許せなくてさ。だから、それで。
なあ、いくつかわからないことがあるんだが、聞いてもいいか？
Of course, they probably don't know any more than I do.
まずは一宮が本郷源太郎がノナリープロジェクトを企てた動機についてだ。誰か知ってるものは？
なの？本人に直接聞けばいいだろうが。
Well, yeah, I guess I could.
トランクにいるんだろう、彼。
Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut. His eyes just look empty, no emotion. It looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happened to him anymore.
なあ、今の話聞いてたか？
Yeah, go ahead and try and pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth.
聞いてたんだろ。答えろよ。
You can at least look at me when you talk, man.
私はただ顔が見たかっただけだよ、人間の顔が。形成場にアクセスする能力が手に入ればそれが可能になる。そう思ったんだ。他人の頭の中を覗き込むことによってその人物がどんな風に人間の顔を認識しているのか知ることができる。
ただそれだけのために。
簡単に言えばそうだ。もっと哲学的な答えをお望みなら聞かせてやってもいいがね。そもそも人間の意識とは何なのかとか。
I think that's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on.
で、2つ目は？
いくつかわからないことがある。そう言ってたのに。
Oh, somebody's a little nosy.
いや、次の質問はお前らには関係のないことなんだ。セブン、お前に聞きたい。アリスの件についてだ。あれって結局何だったんだ。
何って言われてもな。9年前俺はギガントを脱出してからも本郷の悪事について独自に捜査を進めていた。でいろいろと調べていく間に自然とギガントの歴史についても詳しくなっていき、その中でゴルダイン教のことやアリスのことについて知ったんだよ。
答えになってない。俺が知りたいのは常温でも溶けない体を持った少女なんてものが実在するのかどうかだ。
Sounds like Hongo has something to say. Alright, fine, I'll let you talk, but you gotta behave.
なんだ。
アリスなんてものは存在しない。今から9年前、私はボトムデッキの書庫の奥でアリスの棺を見つけた。しかし中に収められていたのはただの植物の根だけだったんだ。調べてみるとそれはナスカの植物マンドラゴラの足であることが分かった。さらに抽出した成分からはアルカロイドの一種が。それをもとにして私は麻酔薬マンドレインの開発に成功したのだ。その後我が社の業績は目覚ましく発展し。
Shit, this is gonna go on forever. Tape's going back on, Hongo. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride.
これやるよ。
Fucking, excuse me. Lord of the motherfucking rings. Lord of the motherfucking rings.
何ですかこれ？
フォーユー人形の純平くんだ。
Junpei pulled something out of his pocket and shoved out his arm toward me. In his hand was a doll made of yarn small enough to fit in his palm.
俊平くん、フォーユー人形って？
ああ、店員のお姉さんが言ってたんだ。これはフォーユー人形ですってさ。
もしかしてブードゥー人形と間違えてません？
え？いや、でも、
見た目からするとブードゥー人形で間違いないと思いますよ。ところでブードゥー人形が何に使われるかは知ってますよね？
じゃあ こいつを純平くんって呼ぶのはやめた方がいいかもしれないな。
それよりもどうしたんですか、いきなり。
その6月になったら俺たちあんまり会えなくなっちまうだろ。住んでるところの学区違うしさ。それでなんていうか。
わかりました。それじゃあこの人形ジューンって呼ぶのはどうですか？
わかった。だからこれやる。
その言い方なんだかどこかの部族の棟梁みたい。
そう、俺棟梁。これ部族に伝わる伝説のお守り。だからこれお前にやる。俺の代わりだと思え。そうすれば俺たちずっと一緒。
俊平くん、
何か困った時これ握りしめて祈れ。
I never got this bit.
いつでもどこでも駆けつける。だから
The tribal voice.
持っていけ。
It's cringe. I believe the kids call it. I reached my hand out and picked up the doll gently.
ありがとう。ありがとう、俊平くん。
Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and fell onto June's tiny yarn body.
私、俊平くんのこと忘れないから。絶対に忘れないから。
Junpei looked straight into my eyes and said just 5 words.
俺もだ。
The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down toward the horizon. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat bathed in the warm light of evening. Just the two of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one, the lights of the town began to flicker on. There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and also the only one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic. But she's still alive now as June. But how? Was it because I tapped into the morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then how do I make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake makes sense, he's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But Seven, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or, wait, maybe that's not it at all. There is one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, Seven? You look satisfied. No. No way. He couldn't.
ねえ見てあれ。誰か道の端に立ってるみたい。
え？
ん？
The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there on that shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was. Olis? Oh man, to request this game on my channel. Jesus Christ, that's just taken me like 4 hours. Try to save the info. And that, I believe, is every ending. We won, we changed history, we spat in God's eye, and we also woke up a mummy who's just hitchhiking. And that was 999. So you have previews, which gives you preview A and preview B. And you have Memories of the Escape, which lets you play through any of the puzzle rooms without any of the plot interrupting it. And that's it.